Action.
Here we go. It's the Pompey Pod at the Euros. Dan's with me. You all right, Mush?
Right. Yes, very well. You?
Adding a Pompey element to the start of the pod there. Yeah, I'm very good. Thank you. Very good. So we're going to talk about the Euros in this episode. So what we're going to talk about is England's squad has now been finalised. We'll have a little talk about that. And then we're going to look at the other main contenders who are about. Then we're going to have a little score prediction game towards the end. So stick around for that. You can get involved too. And if you like our wares, why not subscribe, like, share, do all that business involved. Send some comments. We might even mention your name during the pod. So we picked our squad last week, Dan. I don't think we're too far off. Well, we've got the majority of the obvious ones, obviously.
Yeah.
But what did you think? Say again.
I said we picked all the main ones, didn't we?
All the main ones we knew that were probably out.
Yeah. Although I doff my cap to you for saying that Jack Grealish, you thought Jack Grealish might be left out.
Yeah. I just had an inkling. I just thought Eze's come on. I think Eze looks, Jack Grealish for me, in a little bit like back in the day, John Barnes always flattered to deceive for England, didn't he? He was brilliant for his club. Whereas Grealish isn't even brilliant for his club. He's not in the level of John Barnes for his club, but for England, just doesn't really seem to do it. And I don't think Southgate fancies him that much because he never really, even when he's on form, doesn't play that much. So I wasn't massively surprised. Maddison, I was a little bit surprised, but I suppose, I don't know, what's your thoughts on that one?
I was quite pleased about that.
Not a fan.
No, I always feel that James Maddison is James Maddison's biggest fan, I feel.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I think he's all right. I just think we've got better players in there. It doesn't bother me that he's not going.
It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Really, if you think about it, it's probably Foden in that sort of position, and if it's not Foden, you've then got Palmer, who actually is probably a better option, and if it's not Palmer, you've probably got Bellingham, who's a better option. So we're not short of players, and Maddison hasn't got that flexibility, has he? Maguire was a bit of a shock to me, not so much for the fact that I don't think he should go, but more the fact that he's obviously one of Southgate's lovies, isn't he? And mainstays. His injury is obviously worse than what they initially anticipated, because I think if a little bit like Shaw, if there's a chance of him playing, I think he'd be going, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I can't see that Southgate would suddenly just if you're putting Shaw, like you say, if you're putting Shaw in the squad, I would have thought he would have had Maguire in the squad, even if he was 95% fit. So yeah.
Doesn't say much for Chilwell, does it? The fact that he's taken no other left backs, apart from an injured Luke Shaw.
Yeah, it's the worry, isn't it? The defence.
It is. Yeah, it's definitely our weak area.
Although after the Iceland game, then
go on.
It's a worry all across the pitch, isn't it? Really, with our one shot on target or whatever it was that we had.
Do you? It's typical though, isn't it? It's just typical England to kind of like we think we're going to do all right at a tournament, then we play a relatively minnow side and obviously do particularly poorly. Do you read too much into that? I just think I didn't watch the game. I only watched the highlights, but I just think we still created enough chances, and on another day we could have scored 5, couldn't we? Well,
I only watched the first half, and we didn't have any chance. We didn't have anything that I can remember that was a good chance.
What about Kane's? Kane had quite a clear-cut chance, which he normally would put in, didn't he?
Which kind of towards the end of the first half. Yeah, when I said I watched the first half,
it was the first 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. And players don't want to get injured, do they? So
yeah, exactly. He'll be all right. We'll be all right. So who plays alongside Stones, in your opinion? That's not there.
I don't know. I think he'll play Walker there.
Oh, you think he'll go with Walker and then?
Well, I thought
Alexander
maybe
and Trippier.
Yeah, I think against the weaker teams,
okay,
you could probably get away with that. If not, then I think he'll put Gay in there alongside Stones.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think you're right. No, I think that I kind of did. I was going to say I didn't think about the Walker option, but I did. But no, I think you might be right. I think that may well be a goer in there. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I don't see Dunk starting. I think that Dunk is definitely. Did Dunk go? Yeah, he did go, didn't he? Yeah. So I don't know. I think you're right. I think Gay is the best option there, isn't he? All right. Okay. So that's the England squad. We do kick off against Serbia next week. In our next episode, we will bring you a little review of that game. It's on Sunday, actually, isn't it? The England game. So, and away we go. This week, it all kicks off, and it all kicks off with Germany against Scotland on Friday night. Let's have a quick look at Germany. So, other than Scotland, they've got Hungary and Switzerland in their group. What do you think of the Germans? Do you fancy them on home soil? Maybe talk a little bit about
yeah, I think especially in that group as well. You know, they haven't been brilliant for the last few years, but they're still at home, aren't they? It's still Germany.
And they turn up at tournaments, don't they?
Exactly, yeah. And if you're in a league with Scotland, Switzerland, you'd be expecting to finish top there, wouldn't you?
Yeah. The only issue I feel with Germany is you look through their squad, and actually, I think they look probably one of the better ones defensively. But strangely for Germany, there's no real strikers, have they? They've got that guy from Dortmund, but other than him, not really any recognised strikers, is there?
No. Who have they got?
Prolific.
Who have they got defence-wise? Have they still got Bremer? Is Bremer there?
Yeah, you got Bremer. Yeah, taking free kicks and penalties. Yeah. All day long, Lothar Matthäus alongside Franz Beckenbauer.
Yeah. Rudy Voller, is he still there? With gob hanging off his head.
With right cards gob.
Yeah, right cards gob hanging off his head. Yeah.
Off his 80s perm. Yeah, I think he has. Yeah. Okay, so Germany to win that group. How do you think Scotland will fare? Do you think they'll qualify? Will they get out of that group?
Well, Mike, I put my predictions in a predictions calculator today.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I did all 6 groups, and I've got Germany to finish top, and I've got Scotland to finish second.
Okay, all right.
Well, looking at that, it's only on goals scored, but yeah,
right.
Yeah, Germany to win. Yeah, I've got Germany to win 3 out of 3, and then Scotland, Hungary to win 1, draw 1, lose 1. Switzerland to lose all 3.
Scotland go through.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think, I just think Scotland might just surprise.
Yeah, there you go. You had it first. This is almost like the Paul the Octopus thing, isn't it? Yeah,
it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Dan's predictions is Scotland will qualify in second.
Yeah. On goal difference.
All right.
Yeah.
So
they do
France are obviously decent. They've got Austria, Netherlands, and Poland in their group. Again, fancy them to win that group.
Yeah.
A little bit trickier, I think, isn't it? A little bit trickier.
Yeah. I've got them to finish top.
Okay.
I think they'll drop
points. The Netherlands.
Yeah, I think. I'll put them for a draw against Netherlands and then win the other 2. Yeah, I think they should be all right. I can't see anything other than France and Netherlands going through that group, really.
Yeah. The one thing I think with France is a little bit like England. They're not great defensively in my mind. I don't think, especially now Lloris has retired as well from international. I think you look at their defence, no one really outstanding. I don't think Pavard, is an amazing right back. Hernandez, I don't think is a great left back. And even like Upamecano and people like that in the centre back, I don't really rate. So I think they're a little bit, but going forward, obviously they've got bags and then bags of talent.
I'll be happy to be like France and just score more.
Yeah,
score more than you can see. That'd be fine. I'll be happy with that.
So France to win that group, fair enough. And what did the supercomputer say about who comes second in that group?
The supercomputer, yes, surprisingly, yeah.
Okay.
France win 2, draw 1. Netherlands, I've got win 1, draw 2. I've got them for a draw with Poland as well.
France are only the second favourites, did you know? 9-2, France. Behind England, 4-1 favourites to win the Euros. I wonder if French bookies or German bookies have it as the same sort of odds, because is that just optimism? Is that just English optimism going in there? Okay, so anyway, 8-1, you got Spain, Germany 11-2 third, by the way. Then you got 8-1 Spain. They're in with Croatia, Italy, Albania. Potentially tricky group. You said about this last week. Yeah.
Poor old Albania, right?
Yeah, poor. They're whipping boys, aren't they? The tricky one, the opening game against Croatia is obviously tricky. Not the side they were, 6 years or so ago, but still.
I've still got Spain and Italy to go through.
Who's top?
Spain on the supercomputer says Spain on goal difference, goals scored again.
No, I was looking through the Spain squad actually, and I think the main thing to note about them is that there's no, obviously days in past, they're always a good side, 2010, 2012, etc. But also had superstars, whereas they don't really have those superstars anymore, do they? They're all just, I don't want to say bit part players, but no one really stands out as being a real game changer.
No, true. But
Same with Italy as well, I think.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
Same with Italy, yeah. Italy always tough to beat, aren't they?
Tough to beat. So you're going Spain top, Italy second.
Yep.
Okay. So here's another question. Before we go on to the little quiz game element, Dan.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Who will score more, Kane or Mbappe? I'm throwing you under the bus there because I didn't warn you about this, but who, in your mind, will score more?
Yeah.
The two big guns, although you've still got Ronaldo going at 38, he's not what he was, is he?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, no worry. Let's go. I don't know. Let's out of the two, let's say Mbappe.
Yeah,
only because I just think. Although, well, hold on, because England they get a penalty every game, don't they? England, whenever they play, they get a penalty. So that's your.
So that's 3 in the group.
Yeah. But I just think England have got more players now that can score, haven't they? They've got a lot of attacking players: Foden, Bellingham, Saka. And I think in France are quite reliant on Mbappe. Obviously, they've got other players that can score, but I think Mbappe might be out of the two.
Okay. So you're saying
Mbappe's
England are crap and France will win the tournament.
I look forward to seeing this back in a few weeks' time, and everything I said has been complete shit.
Believe
top Group A.
Channel that you'll pull the octopus. Channel it. Okay, right. We're going to round off this week's episode with a little game, which we're going to continue actually through the tournament, which starts, as we say, this weekend. We're going to pick 3 games that are happening that week at random. Obviously, there'll be less to choose from as the tournament goes on, but we're then going to give our scores, score predictions. You can play along. If you get the score exactly right, then you get 3 points. If you get the result right, as in, let's say, for example, you said Germany to beat Scotland by 4-0, but they actually win by 2-0, then you get 1 point. If you get it completely wrong, no points at all. Simple?
Mental.
So let's play. First game of this week is Germany-Scotland, the opening game on Friday night. What's your score prediction, Dan?
Germany 2, Scotland 1.
Oh, okay. I like the way you presented that as like the video printer guy.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be a nil, didn't you?
I did think it was going to be nil because I was thinking I have gone 2-0, so I've gone Germany 2, Scotland 0. So
you've got to take first game of the tournament effect into it, haven't you? Scotland's going 1-0.
Okay, so you've gone 2-1, I've gone 2-0. Second game up on our roster is Hungary versus Switzerland. I believe in the same group. It is in the same group, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we've both got the same score for this one, haven't we? We've got Hungary 1, Switzerland 0.
Switzerland 0? Yeah. Oh, no, I've gone Switzerland 1 based on what you've just said about first game factor. I remember when we played, was it in 96 when we played Switzerland, I think in the first game, and we drew 1-0. We were expected to smash them. And we didn't. We ended up drawing 1-0. So on that basis, on what happened 28 years ago, I'm going with a Switzerland draw.
Okay.
28 years ago. Final game is Slovenia-Denmark. Dan, your score for Slovenia versus Denmark.
Oh, let's see what I had for this one. Oh, yeah, 2-0 Denmark I've gone.
2-0 Denmark. This will shock you then. We've been not the same here. I've gone Slovenia 1, Denmark 0.
Nice.
Yes, okay.
Oh, wow. There you go.
So you've got 0 too. So we will. Yeah, absolutely. We will have different scores going into the second round. All right. What do you think those scores will be? What do you think the scores will be in those 3 games? Germany against Scotland, Hungary against Switzerland, Slovenia against Denmark. Let us know in the comments, and you can play along. We'll keep your scores as well, because there will only be a handful of people. Not many people will do it, will it? If it becomes hundreds of people, we won't keep your scores as well. We'll just keep ours. But we'll mention you in next week's one if you're the first person to put your comments down below. Germany, Scotland, one more time. Hungary, Switzerland, Slovenia, Denmark. Okay, you excited for the Euros, Dan? Do you get excited for the Euros?
Oh yeah, I'll get excited for every England game until I've watched about 5 minutes of it,
and then
I just think,
done.
well, yeah, let's just go through the group nice and easily, shall we? And then
3 wins out of 3, no goals conceded,
no injuries.
Yeah. But in reality, what will happen is 10 past 8 on Sunday night, we'll be going, oh, come on, seriously?
Yeah.
And so as Serbia break through, as Kieran Trippier gives the ball away on the edge of the area, and 1-0.
Yeah.
We'll end up winning 3-1, but it will start badly. Okay, all right. So it does start now. It's time to get excited. We're very excited at the Pompey Pod. We will be back with a similar one next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all those good things, and we'll see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.